Looking through the window, I see rain pouring down, washing away the dirt of the earth. I wish I could wash away my filth too. It's been way too long since I've been outside these four wretched walls. It's been way too long since I've relished the sensations of water drops cascading through my body, bestowing me with the most awaited relief. Closing my eyes, I welcome the fresh smell of sodding earth wafting through the rusted windowsills. My hands move involuntarily, trying to reach out the bars to feel the raindrops. The sound of the iron cuffs struggling with the leash pulls me out of my reverie. How could I forget these cuffs? What a fool I am. Still I try to reach out. No harm in that. It's just a few raindrops, right? A sense of a little freedom, maybe? Again, I wanted to scream, but I have lost my voice. The voice that could have been my salvation. The familiar feeling of frustration seeps through me and I don't know what to do. I laugh a little. What could a prisoner do exactly? Except dreaming of the sweet freedom that she could never taste. I almost have this urge to scream again, losing myself in the insanity that taunts me to give up on the hope, because I know better. Because I know the consequence of every act I do, of every tantrum I've thrown on his way. Yes, tantrums, that's what he calls them. Moving a little towards the window, I try to calm my nerves. Tears fall like they are meant to fall. Helplessness is my only friend. I try to prepare myself for the night. It's just a few hours to sunrise, right? Just a few hours of pain. Just a few hours of numbness. The night will end eventually. But my nightmares will surely outlive these nights. I hear the voice that I'm waiting for. Fear claws in me, dreading his presence again. But it sounds different. You sure this is the house? His voice is more gruff than him. Yes, I'm damn sure. We have been searching him for days. A woman says. A woman. It takes me a second to get hold of the situation. A woman has come into his house? Will she be imprisoned too, like I am? Let's check the whole house thoroughly. He should be here. The man speaks again. The heavy footsteps spread all through the house. Rooms after rooms are searched. Finally, I hear their presence in the room next to mine. His room. He's dead, a voice gasps. A smile creeps on my face. He's dead. Dead. Is this the end of all my sufferings? I can't speak myself out. The joy surges in me like a wildfire. Quickly, I pull the chains in hope that they would hear the sound and come to rescue me. Rescue me from this prison I don't know I stayed in for how long. Then they come at last. They break the door. Light pierces my eyes, blinding me momentarily. Hell, a word she mutters. I know this is hell. I have lived every minute of it. Light pours into the room, illuminating so many years of darkness. In that light, I notice something. Someone. A body lying on the floor, scars all over her body, hands bound, pale dead eyes staring right at me, my own eyes. And I could faintly hear someone saying, "Looks like we've found another body."